It's been a difficult time for all of us, especially in the past 12 to 18 months. And this is one of the reasons why I really want to make this video on how to stay positive in tough times. Because there are few principles which have worked for me in the past and which I abide by to induce positivity in my life. So much is going around us, and we are going through a pandemic, and not just that, there can be some personal crisis also, and anything which is creating a situation difficult for you and tough for you to go through, and basically things around us are not going the way it should have been, or I should say everything is basically out of syllabus. So there are few things which I would like to share with you. Before sharing those points, I would also request you to first release tension from your mind, your body, and just kind of take a deep breath, sit back, and just try to enjoy this video with pure positivity, because that's what I intend to do today. So the very first point which I would like to share with you, I think it's a very basic point which we all fail to understand when we're going through a difficult situation, is that it's really important to understand the difference between personal blocker and world blocker. So what I mean to say by that is that we really need to understand the difference between the things which we can control and the things which we cannot control. So world blockers are the external factors जो कि हमारे कंट्रोल में नहीं होते हैं, और पर्सनल ब्लॉकर्स वो इंटरनल फैक्टर्स होते हैं जो कि हम फिक्स कर सकते हैं या फिर we can take care of that. For example, if you have to go to your work and you overslept and you didn't basically wake up on time and you were not able to reach to your office on time, so that is a personal blocker, because that is something which can be amended by you, which could have been fixed by you, or which you can fix आगे जाके. एंड वर्ल्ड ब्लॉकर वुड बी आप टाइम पे उठे, आप तैयार हुए अपने काम के लिए, बट देयर इज अ साइक्लोन विच all of a sudden came or anything like that, and you were not able to step out of your house for your work because of that. So that is a world blocker which is not in your hand, but you did your effort. So what I'm trying to explain is over here is that उन चीज़ों के बारे में सोचना चाहिए जो कि हम कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं, और उनके बारे में नहीं जो कि हम नहीं कंट्रोल कर सकते. Also, for example, we all are going through a pandemic which is not in our hands, but in our hands there are few things which we can take care of, like to stay at home, to stay safe, to wear mask, to get vaccinated, and things like that. So we should focus our energy on the things which we can control instead of worrying about things जो कि हमारे हाथ में नहीं होती. We should release tension, anxiety from the things which are not in our hands. We should do our part जितना हम कर सकते हैं, एंड उसके बाद हमें ज़्यादा एंशियस नहीं होना चाहिए, बिकॉज अगर आप ऐसा करोगे then you would be living life in fear, in anxiety, and that is not good. That is something which definitely affects your mental health and peace. Another point that I would like to share with you guys is that sometimes it's difficult to stay positive due to a past trauma or a bad past experience, which basically does not allow you to shift your focus or your energy into whatever you're doing at present, and basically your mind kind of keeps boggling around that past experience. So I know ये बहुत सबके साथ होता है. Even I have been through that situation, and it's not something which is very easy. And to get over your any bad trauma in the past, you have to shift your energy. You have to what I'm trying to say is that we try to find closure with our bad past experience, and in the search of that closure हम लोग और tense रहते हैं और negativity को attract करते हैं, which is again not good. So the right way is to not look out for closure because of the past trauma, whatever has happened in your life. Instead, what we should ideally be doing is that we should try to make peace with it, that experience, and that can happen with either acceptance or forgiveness. I know it's not easy. It's easy to say, but actually में जब करना होता है, it's not very easy. But it's a great way to deal with a situation like that. The right way to deal is first of all acceptance कि मेरे साथ ऐसा कुछ हुआ है, उस चीज़ को accept करने में ही काफ़ी लोगों को बहुत time लग जाता है. And secondly, forgive. Because you have to move on with your life, and it happens over a period of time. Time is the greatest healer, I would say. But you have to make efforts on making peace with your past, on making a peace with your bad trauma or anything like that, by accepting that situation and by forgiving certain elements of that situation, because that will really help you to move on. Don't be obsessed with it. Don't dwell into your past. That's like what everyone says. I know it's not easy. I know it's something जो कि बोलने में बहुत आसान लगता है, but it's not easy when you actually kind of try to implement in your real life. But it's also not impossible. Take ownership over your past experience or your trauma and try to look out for good in any bad situation. And there is always good in any bad situation. Try to align your learnings with your present, with your growth, which will kind of help you in attracting positivity. And always remember, whenever you're not able to kind of process anything which has happened to you, always try to look that situation from another person's perspective. That kind of broadens your mindset. That kind of help you understanding the situation from a wider aspect. What I'm trying to say over here is that you should not be obsessed with your past. You should not dwell over your past. Whatever it is, your past should never shape your present, and your present tells how you have dealt with a situation in your past. So always remember that and try to accept, forgive, and move on with a positive thinking. The next, and I think a very important step, is to write your thoughts, to express your thoughts. And while expressing that, I think the biggest listener of your own thoughts can be you yourself. So when you share your thoughts with yourself by writing on a piece of paper, not by just thinking, because when you think a lot, when you keep everything in your mind, सब कुछ जब दिमाग में रहता है, you kind of, you're basically creating a situation of mind fog, and it kind of confuses you, and there shouldn't be a lot of things which should be stored in your mind. You should try to share your thoughts on a piece of paper with yourself, and trust me, that helps a lot. I'm just giving you a very lame example. मुझे अगर दिन में 10-15 काम करने हैं, so what I personally like to do, और वीक के मेरे कुछ टास्क हैं, कुछ भी हैं, I like to make a list of things to do, not maybe on a piece of paper always, but maybe sometimes in my phone. We all have applications like Notes, और बहुत सारी ऐसी apps होती हैं जो कि आप डाउनलोड भी कर सकते हो. You can make I like to make notes on that, on things to do or groceries to buy or what I have to do, how my week is looking like, a basic notes on whatever is going on in my mind, ताकि मेरे जो भी thoughts चल रहे हैं वो मैं उनको paper पे या फिर कहीं पे मैं उनको लिख सकूं और मुझे एक clarity मिले. This helps in your personal development also, and it kind of helps you in being really focused. That's what I really feel. And I think a good example of writing your thoughts, is expressing gratitude by journaling. Journaling is something which I even really want to adapt into my lifestyle on a daily basis. So journaling is something where you express your gratitude on your phone or whatever, on a piece of paper or however you want to do it, about the things you are grateful for every morning. Yes. So even if you're going through a difficult time or tough time, if you take out that 2 minutes in the morning when you first wake up and you just pen down your thoughts, the things for which you are grateful for, trust me, that helps a lot. I have done it and I really want to become regular with it, and it actually works because it kind of helps you in looking out for the good in any bad situation, no matter how your previous day was and no matter how your day will be. But when you wake up the first thing in the morning and you pen down the things which you are grateful for example, you can be grateful for a loving family, you can be grateful for a good job, you can be grateful for having a house, a shelter, food, clothes, and all those things, basic things, and anything like that. It kind of helps you in being really positive. So practicing gratitude is a powerful thing, and journaling is a great tool in, writing your thoughts, in, inducing positivity in your life, in your day, just from right from the moment you wake up. And trust me, it's a great thing to adapt into your lifestyle. So yeah, journaling is really good. Writing your thoughts is really good, because it kind of helps in reorganizing your thoughts and process everything, and gives a direction to your life, to your day. And trust me, it definitely attracts positivity. Another thing which I think which comes automatically whenever you're going through a difficult time or a tough time is to stay hopeful. And when I say that, I actually mean it, because staying hopeful is a great way to deal with any negative situation in your life, because it kind of gives you courage to deal with a bad situation. It kind of gives you an insight to a positive future that can happen. And being hopeful is itself a positive term. And yes, so we should stay hopeful in any bad situation. Hope can be aroused by, praying. It depends on individual to individual, but for me, praying is one thing which works. And it gives me hope. It gives me courage to deal with a difficult time, and it helps me to look out for a silver lining. So yeah, I think staying hopeful is one important aspect which helps you to stay positive during difficult times. The most important point which I would say is to prioritize your mental health. And I think it is the most important, because at times when we are going through any situation, mental health is the first thing which is at stake. Because in order to deal with a situation, we kind of give our 100%. Obviously, anyone would. And sometimes we forget about our own mental health. We should kind of shift our energy into doing things that we love, and it is just as simple as that. It can be cooking, cleaning, making reels, or binge watching Netflix. If you need a day off, take a day off. If you need a week off, take a week off. And if you think whatever you want to do, just do. But keep your mental health, up front. Keep your mental health as a priority, because if you yourself are happy, then you would be able to make others happy. You would be able to take care of others. It can be your family, it can be your friends, or anyone. But you yourself have to stay sane and positive in any difficult situation. And you yourself have to take care of your mental health. Last and not the least, I would say, is start manifesting. The power of manifestation is very, very strong. So start imagining yourself into that situation where you want to be, and obviously work towards that. For example, if you want to become a makeup artist, then start imagining yourself doing 10 makeups in a day. Start imagining yourself enjoying doing makeups and being busy throughout the day, and also work towards that. So when you try to imagine yourself into a situation where you want to be, you kind of attract positivity, and the universe works to bring that situation into reality. And trust me, that is so true, because if you stay negative, then you will attract negativity. If you stay positive, you will definitely attract positivity, positive people, and positive thinking, and you yourself will stay positive and strong in any of the situation. So start manifesting. Believe in the principle of manifestation. If you're going through a difficult time or a bad phase, start imagining yourself already out of it, and living a happy life, living a tension-free or carefree life. And trust me, that really helps. So yeah, these were all the points which I really wanted to share with you guys, which I abide by, and I like to follow, जो मुझे बहुत personally help करते हैं किसी भी bad situation में. I know at times we all know all these things exist, but sometimes you just need somebody to say it loud for you. And I hope I can be that source to induce positivity in your life. And yeah, so stay positive and stay happy, and everything will be fine.